got your debut in that season in the national one with Lanny. What's your memories of that?
Yeah, I remember it was here. I think it was against Cornish Pirates. I think I come on in the back row. It was only about the last 10 minutes or something. I still remember now because I've managed to get a picture of it. I think I made a break just over there. And I very rarely make a break, but it was a good 10-15 yard or something like that. But I still got that picture and I still remember it under the floodlights. I think it was. I had a really good suntan. I know that.
And you got a couple of more games that year. 9 games in that first season. That must have given you a real boost of confidence that Lanny would trust you to play out there.
Yeah, it does. Especially to say I hadn't been playing hooker long then, and it's good that as a player it's nice to have that confidence, and if the guys in charge can instill that confidence into you, it makes it a lot easier. It does help when you go on the field to be confident about what you're doing. And just playing a bit, I never expected to play, to be fair. I just thought, I'll just learn, do my duties. But I managed to get on the field and play some, and it was good fun. I enjoyed it. It's tough, but it was good.
What's your memories of that day at Otley when we found out on the radio that Rotherham had lost and we'd secured? It was a strange atmosphere on the field out there.
There was a lot of celebrating. I remember that. I remember being in the car park with a lot of fans. Having a few drinks after the game, and it was a good feeling. And we come back here and we had a few drinks here, but everyone come back as well, and it was good. It was really, really good, and it was that relief to get back in the Prem after sort of a really tough year the year before. And I think the first game that year was against London Welsh. I think we lost at home, didn't we? And it was sort of like, oh no. But that joy at the end was real good. Real
do you think over the course of time, the achievement of getting promotion back up that year, after everything that happened the previous summer, has been sort of overlooked? I mean, it was an incredible achievement to get back up, given what had happened.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't done it really. I think we only done it the first time, straight down, pretty much a whole new squad to get straight back up. Definitely. It was National 1 then, but Championship it is now. It's a tough league. It's a tough league. A lot of experienced guys, guys that could play in the Prem but don't. Especially back then, I mean, teams like Otley, big force, big, brutal, horrible men. Didn't play much rugby. And that was with the battle that year. The league's changed a little bit now, it's been cleaned up a bit, but remember that year, the physicalness of the league was tough. It wasn't about playing the rugby, it was about can you match people up front. It was a big achievement, real big achievement.
And then into the Premiership, and it was hoped that we could mount a challenge. But what do you remember your thoughts going into that Premiership season?
I don't know about anyone. When you got a challenge like that, you've come through. We've been together for a year, solidified. I think we made a few more additions to the squad. And all you want to do is just stay up there. It's not about winning every game or anything like that. It's about let's just get up there and let's just solidify our position. It's never going to be easy. You go from playing the likes of, no disrespect to the Championship teams, but the Mosleys, the Plymouths, the Cornish. You're in week at Leicester Tigers, Bath, Saracens, the big names, big clubs, and the intensity is totally different. And it was just the focus. I remember that year was just let's stay up. When we went to Plymouth, I think, to the Marine camp, and it was all about work hard. It's going to be an uphill battle, and this is what it's about. You've got to find something deep to stay up. Unfortunately, we didn't. Well, that's the nature of sport, really.
Lanny then moved on to the RFU, and he's done pretty well for himself since then. Andy Key and Neil Back came in a completely new revolution in what we were doing. Yeah,
I think it was crazy. I think for a long time we haven't really had. I think this is the first time for a long time we've had a coach from the start of pre-season, and that was the beginning of that sort of transition phase where it was difficult for the club. The club were trying to invest into getting the right people in, and they wanted to do the interview process right and get the right people in. And they didn't even turn up, I don't think, until late in pre-season. But they brought in their experiences. They were very clear about how they wanted to play. But like anyone, it's not only a new team, new coaches. It's finding them feet, finding what works. And we were looking to have a good squad in the Championship, and we rotated players well. Got more game time for myself personally as well, and it was great to get out there and play, because that's what it's all about. You don't want to do all the training and no playing. And And yeah, then we got back up into the Premiership. Again, was another good year.
It was a different sort of pressure that year because obviously with the profile that someone like Neil Back brings and the money that was being spent and everything else, we were the favourites to go up and come down from the Premiership, and we were expected to win every game with a bonus point.
Yeah.
It must have brought a different pressure.
Yeah, well, I think that helped with the squad rotation a bit, because I remember at the time, you go in there and you'd say, right, you're playing the next 2 weeks and you're going to have 2 weeks off, so I want you to focus physically, refresh. That's what it was about at that time, because it was every game we were everyone's cup final. We've played many seasons like that where everyone wants to beat us, we're the one to beat. I don't know why people don't really like us, but it seems to be the way. But yeah, there was that expectation people used to talk about, and it was a big focus, and it was like, listen, forget outside. A rugby pitch is a rugby pitch, doesn't matter what's around it. It's 2 posts either end, some lines, let's go play rugby. And that's what the focus was all year, just go out and just play.
Ultimately, we got the promotion, and back in the Premiership, was there a sense that we were better armed this time than we were the 2 years previously?
I think so, because we still had a good bulk of the players that had been there over the last few years. So we had one promotion, played a bit of experience, another relegation, back in there, back in promotion again. So we've been playing together for a while. As I say, we spent some money, we got some new additions in, some more names in, some big players in, and I think it did help. We stayed up that year. Last game of the season here against Worcester, managed to stay up. We were unlucky that year not to win more games, lost a few games close. So it was a better year. And then going into the next season, we thought, let's kick on now. We could do well now. Unfortunately, that didn't happen.